So you guys, let's do a crescent moon.
Wait, I'll do it here. Oh, you guys can calm down. Try to be a little more civilized. How's that? Got it. Over here.
Can you see?
This is
Messed up.
I'm looking for you.
Can you swing the shot?
Down in front.
microphones are too high. You guys are to yourself.
They're asking to bring it down.
I'm good now. Okay, I have one request. I'll do something now, but then can I go stand unassaulted over there so I can prepare?
Lower your head.
That a deal? What?
Thank you, promise.
So that you understand, the DA did file a motion to continue. I don't expect that His Honor is going to grant that motion to continue. I do, however, think that it's appalling, for lack of a better term, how the DA has treated this case. By the way, Marcy's Law, which is a constitutional law in the state of California, requires certain things of prosecutors and duties for victims. I don't know why, in this case, this particular DA, because it certainly was not the last DA, but this particular DA has decided that he's got some other interest to vindicate that has nothing to do with the victims. There are people in this courtroom, or will be in this courtroom, that have been following these proceedings, that have lived this case for 35 years. They're the victims. They have the unique situation of both being victims in this case and relatives of the defendants. Because of that unique nature, apparently the DA has said he gets a constitutional hall pass from doing anything regarding those victims, supporting those victims, notifying those victims, or anything else. He has abused the victims privately. He has abused them publicly. Just this last Friday, you were all here when they flashed grisly crime scene photos on the screen. I had to, in fact, it took me a second, because normally it would be the DA who would jump up and object to that. Instead, it fell upon the defense to jump up and object to that. The DA, to his credit, apologized. And then you know what he did? He went and he organized a protest against the resentencing on Sunday morning while Terry Baralt was lying in a hospital after being found unconscious that morning on Sunday. He organized the protest. He hired the then one lawyer in all of California that supposedly found Kathy Katie, or the Milton Anderson supposedly found the one lawyer, Kathy Katie, who happened to endorse his election. Kathy Katie was then hired as his head of victim services, and when the victims in this case complained, his suggestion was as he had walled her off. Guess who was part of and gave an interview on Sunday at the protest? A woman who claims to be Kathy Katie's best friend is now protesting against the resentencing. I would suggest that if anybody was an intrepid reporter, they might ask that woman, did you talk to Kathy Katie? Have you talked to Kathy Katie? Why is it that this DA is abusing the victims? Why is it that he thinks it's appropriate to go hold a press conference when one of his actions 30 hours later arguably put one of the matriarch of this family into the hospital after being found unresponsive, and when her daughter posted on Friday that her mother, when they went to dinner, was extremely upset because in 35 years she'd never seen the picture. I would ask you to ask the DA that. I would ask you to ask the DA why at the last minute he does a Hail Mary filing of a motion to continue and does not notify any of the victims or the victim's lawyer. Why? What is going on? Whose interest is he vindicating? Who is he been taken hostage? Ask him those questions. Ask him if he's vindicating victims' rights, the public's rights, or if he's just trying to placate some disgruntled DAs in his own office for political purposes. Thank you very much. You've brought no questions. I'll talk to you
Will we
after.
hear from the brothers?